well prepared and they're going to meet the challenge of this new curriculum. This time it gives me great pleasure to introduce the English chairperson for the middle schools, Ms. Roxanne Migliacci.
As Roxanne's been walking up here, I just want to mention to folks that have 8th graders, although they are sitting for the Common Core Algebra Regents this year, there will be 2 exams given in that course, both the old integrated Algebra Regents as well as the Common Core. And in this transition year, the students, whichever one they score higher on, they will receive that score on their transcript moving into high school. So that's a very important fact. And also, too, I know many of you have heard mixed messages from your students about what's happening in the classroom. We are teaching the old curriculum, the integrated algebra curriculum, using the type of approaches described tonight with the Common Core. So it's more rigorous work in the classroom, but the material is the old material. That's the exam we're preparing the kids for this year. Next year, we will be full-blown Common Core.
Good evening. Earlier tonight, you heard about the instructional shifts required by the Common Core. And this shift, knowledge in the disciplines, requires a little clarification because it links the terms ELA and literacy, which you heard about the rumor earlier this evening that there will be no more novels and the classics are gone. The opposite rumor is also floating around that every class will become English class and everybody will be teaching novels. But that simply isn't true. Literacy actually is not just literature or the formal teaching of grammar. Those elements will remain in our traditional English classrooms. Instead, literacy means teaching students to create meaning and understanding through text and through spoken language. So what does this look like in the classroom? First, content teachers are incorporating more text in addition to their textbooks. During observations in both middle schools, I've seen teachers using the resources listed here. In fact, this photograph was taken this week in an 8th grade tech class, where the students are using books and online resources to research inventions. And I don't know how well you can see it, but they are actually smiling in that picture. They were having a good time. Additionally, teachers are providing students with a purpose or a goal for their reading. Simply giving more reading doesn't help them become better readers. We must model for students what literate people do. On the first day of school, Mr. Blekis encouraged us to turn them into little scientists, little historians, and art critics. By providing students with a task, they can focus on engaging with text in a meaningful way. As you can see in the first 3 examples, students are making determinations and persuading their audience using evidence. In the last example, which I observed in a 7th grade science class, a specific task allows students to use video as text, which further develops their literacy and their understanding within the content area. Yeah. And lastly, students are taking more active roles in their learning. Instead of just memorizing content, as we did, or looking through the text to find explicitly stated answers, they're being given opportunities to apply their content knowledge in order to draw conclusions and to make inferences. For example, the question you see here was part of an activity in a 6th grade social studies class. By interacting with text in all of their classes, our students will develop mastery in speaking, listening, reading, and writing, and this literacy will propel our students to become those little scholars.